Night drive nightmare. The moon hung high in the pitch-black sky as I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles turning white. The desolate road stretched out before me, winding through a dense forest that seemed to swallow all traces of civilization. It was a moonless night, and the only source of light came from my car's weak headlights. I had always been cautious about driving at night, but this time, I had no choice. I had to reach my destination before dawn, no matter the risks. The map indicated a shortcut through this ominous forest, promising to shave off precious hours from my journey. Little did I know, it would become a nightmarish drive I would never forget. As I ventured deeper into the darkness, unease crept into my bones. Shadows danced at the edge of my vision, playing tricks on my mind. I told myself it was just my imagination, but the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end, and a chill ran down my spine. I turned up the volume on the radio, hoping the music would distract me from my growing sense of dread. Minutes turned into hours, and the forest seemed to close in around me. The trees leaned menacingly over the road, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The silence was suffocating, broken only by the low hum of the engine and the occasional crackle of static from the radio. Suddenly, my headlights caught a glimpse of movement on the side of the road. I slammed on the brakes, heart pounding in my chest. I peered into the darkness, straining my eyes to make out the shape. It was a figure, hunched over and shrouded in tattered clothes. The stranger's face was hidden beneath a hood, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Fear tightened its grip on me, but curiosity got the better of my instincts. I cautiously rolled down the window, my voice trembling as I called out, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" The figure turned slowly, its head tilting unnaturally to one side. A twisted grin spread across its face, revealing rows of sharp, yellowed teeth. The unsettling smile sent shivers down my spine, and my heart skipped a beat. Without a word, the figure lunged at my window, its hand pressed against the glass. I screamed, frantically trying to roll up the window, but the stranger's strength was overwhelming. The glass shattered, and icy fingers brushed against my face. In a blind panic, I slammed my foot on the gas pedal, leaving the eerie figure behind as I sped away. But the horror didn't end there. As I continued my desperate escape, the forest itself seemed to conspire against me. The road twisted and turned, leading me in circles. The trees morphed into grotesque shapes, blocking my path and forcing me to take detours into the heart of the darkness. My mind began to unravel as I drove aimlessly through the labyrinthine forest. Whispers echoed in the air, taunting me with promises of my inevitable demise. Shadows danced on the edges of my vision, mocking my desperate attempts to find an escape. I was trapped, a mere pawn in a sadistic game orchestrated by forces beyond my comprehension. Time lost all meaning as the night wore on, and exhaustion threatened to consume me. I could barely keep my eyes open, but the fear of what lurked in the shadows kept me awake. I knew, deep down, that if I closed my eyes for even a moment, the darkness would claim me forever. Just when I thought I couldn't endure any longer, a faint glimmer of light appeared in the distance. It was a sign of hope, a way out of this living nightmare.